AVP.
Well, what's up, listeners? What's up, guys? I have a special guest. Well, Morgan's here too. And for some reason, we are wearing the same thing. We did not call each other, by the way. But meet Charlotte right here. She's a Twitch streamer, OnlyFans creator, and I've always wanted to interview officially somebody who creates content on OnlyFans because I find it's very interesting. So, but you also do Twitch, right?
Yes.
Want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So I got into doing Twitch, like almost 2 years ago now. My spouse was working on this big project, so I was just like sitting at home all day doing nothing. And I was like, well, if I'm playing video games anyway, I can just play them on Twitch. And so I started doing that, and it's a lot of fun.
Is it building up? Because I know Twitch is one of the hardest platforms to get followers.
So I did really well right away. Like, I think within my first week, I was getting 30 to 50 viewers.
Wow.
And within 6 months, I was getting 200 to 400 viewers.
Damn.
And then Twitch suspended me for nudity, which obviously is not true. I do not get naked on not sex work platforms. And they it took them a while to respond to that one, but they undid that suspension. They were like, sorry, that was our fault. You definitely weren't naked on our website. Like, they personally apologized to me. And then that like nuked my account a little bit, and I went down to like 100, 200 viewers.
Mhm.
And then that just kept happening every time my account got back to a place where there's affiliates and partnership on Twitch. Affiliate, you only need like 3 average viewers, but for partnership, you need 75 average viewers. And basically every time I hit that above 75 average viewers, they would suspend me for something. They made me change my username. I can't be Lotteoddities on Twitch. They said it's adult content. I assume because when you Google it, you get my OnlyFans. So I'm Charlotte Munster on Twitch, and yeah, it just they won't let my account grow anymore. This is not, I guess, not Twitch's fault directly. I don't know how much you're on Twitch. I don't know if you know about the topless meta.
I'm not sure. I was there enough to know the difference between affiliate and partner. I know that. Yeah, so I don't know about the other thing you mentioned though.
There was this meta of like getting viewers on Twitch where girls would stream in tube tops, so like, just cut off here, but then the camera would only be like from here up, so it would look like they were topless. So Twitch changed the rules for those streaming in certain 18 plus categories, that now you get no thumbnail if you're in the category for like if you have a lot of cleavage. So I have to wear like regular t-shirts on Twitch in order to still have a thumbnail, and that also was a huge hit to my viewership because like the cleavage obviously brings a lot of people in. So it's very hard to grow on Twitch now. I wish I had started a couple years ago. I would be set, but I still have fun. Like, I have such a good core group of regular people who come to watch that like that's the reason I stay. Like, I was getting to a point where like I was, almost making more money on Twitch than on OnlyFans, and now I'm lucky if I make a couple $100. So it sucks, but like I have fun doing it, and that's the main thing. Like, I never thought I would make money doing Twitch. So the fact that I did, even for a little bit, like it paid for this room. So the fact that I made any money doing it is still exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I remember when I was streaming on Twitch, it was always it's just one guy. He kept sending money. He kept saying like $1. Then he would buy the subscriptions for everyone else in the chat.
Yeah.
So there's always one guy like that makes the channel just run.
Yeah.
People just like to be involved,
Yeah, but I have people that have been subbed like the entire time I've been on, so like going on 20 months. So it's like it's a great community. Like, the people are so supportive, and like the viewers are why I do it.
Yeah, that's cool. And you mentioned the girls with the tube tops. I've seen before. There's just a sensor bar, but the girls have
the sensor bar meta.
They have a top, but they stay within the sensor bar, so you think they're naked.
Yep.
but they're
Wasn't there
not.
a thing on Twitch where like you could be in a hot tub and like wear
Yeah,
whatever
hot
you
tub
wanted?
streaming is its own category.
Oh,
Uh,
because it's you can only wear a bikini if you're in a hot tub or something.
Yes, you have to be in the hot tub category to be wearing a bikini.
That's hilarious.
that is
Mhm.
funny.
So what for guys? If I wear a speedo, do I need to be in a hot tub playing video games?
I think so. I think for
Really?
guys it's the same thing.
Okay.
They're less so Twitch is very like they don't it if you have enough followers, they don't enforce the rules on you. Like if
Mm.
you have enough viewers, they're not going to care.
Yeah,
But like for everyone else, you have to like strictly adhere to the rules.
Is there other streaming platforms? Like I know there with this Kick. There's other ones. You ever try somebody a platform that's like not as strict or something? You could try.
Yeah,
Or?
I've been wanting to start streaming to YouTube also. Just we have to get all of the assets set up so that they'll work with YouTube.
What about TikTok streaming? I see it like when I scroll TikTok, I come across people who stream, play video games on TikTok too.
So I suck at TikTok. I am so bad at that short form content. Like I grew up with like the 2-hour think pieces on YouTube. So like the like 30 to 60-second videos are like so foreign to me. But I don't know. You guys know who Foxy Menagerie is?
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
Foxy was like, yeah, we should stream on TikTok and start doing that. So we might start doing that.
Yeah, you should because I've
Yeah.
seen one thing that was really popular maybe like last year is the NPC. Maybe the girl from Montreal that was
Yeah.
like, ice cream so good. And then she would lick
Yeah.
the ice cream and she would make a lot of money
Yeah.
doing like NPC stuff. I was like, wow, it's like there's all kinds of like avenues you can do if you're streaming or doing content now. That's its own category. But let's go back to the OnlyFans stuff. So why did you start doing OnlyFans?
So I started when I was 19. I'm 32 now, and I started on a website called My Free Cams. It is a adult webcamming community platform, and I used to hang out in Tiny Chat. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Tiny Chat?
It's like a webcam hosting site where you can just hang out in a chat room and then like 12 people can have their webcams on. And I would hang out in there and people would be like, wow, you're really like fun to hang out with. Like, you can make money doing this. And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. I totally believe you. This is definitely not a scam. So I told one of my girlfriends about it. And it turned out that her current boyfriend actually used to be a manager for My Free Cams models. So she signed up under his studio and she told me about it like the next day. And she was like, I made $1,000 last night. Like, I had to submit tax forms and everything. This is real. So I signed up and I didn't do as well as her because she's like gorgeous. And back then I didn't have any plastic surgery. So I was and very few tattoos. So I was pretty boring looking back then. But I made $300 my first night and that's how I got into it. And yeah, I was finishing cosmetology school at the time and I actually ended up never using my license. Like I still got my license, but I never had to work in a salon because I was doing so well on My Free Cams.
Like
And
cosmetic?
yeah,
Degree?
like
Okay.
hairdressing.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I saw how big OnlyFans was getting, but like there's much more of a rush with camming because you log on and you get the money right there. Like whereas with OnlyFans you have to make content and then hope
Wait.
people subscribe or sell the content. So it's a lot less thrilling. So I was very reluctant to start on OnlyFans, but yeah, then I got the extra large implants and I was like, well, everyone I see with big boobs does really good at OnlyFans, so maybe I should start doing that. And I did, and it went really well, like pretty fast. So
when was that? So you started doing the webcam stuff earlier, but
yeah,
now you're 31,
32.
32. So when was OnlyFans?
I think I'm going on, this is my third full year. Yeah, I started in August. So this August was my third year doing it full time.
So is that all you do, the content creation?
Yep.
Cool. Kind of like us, I
So
guess.
you kind of started like a little bit after the initial like pandemic. Like,
yeah, I got my boobs during the pandemic. Like I had to get COVID tested and everything to have my surgery.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, because I do remember like at the initial lockdown with COVID, it seemed like OnlyFans like really took off then because some of the people were just.
I had an OnlyFans before that, but like I would only post like a couple times a month, very infrequently. I wasn't making content specifically for it, so
Right. Did you see a big transfer of people like from the webcam community over to your OnlyFans when you did that?
No. So webcam people and OnlyFans people are like very separate. And webcam people will follow you to your OnlyFans, but they don't go looking for OnlyFans on their own. Like the people who are on OnlyFans are totally different than the people who are on like My Free Cams and Chatterbait and Live Jasmine and stuff.
What's like the difference between the people? Like just
the people on webcam sites want really personal connections with you. They want your private Snapchat, they want your phone number, they want to talk to you all night. And I'm not saying OnlyFans people don't want to talk to you, because they do still want to talk to you, but like it's a lot less personal. Whereas like on webcamming, I would know everything about these guys' lives. Like they would tell me everything. On OnlyFans, they just want to tell me how hot I am.
Yeah. So on the webcams, they would actually like would you see them on their webcam or
no? You can turn that on, but I never did.
Okay, it's better like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So when you make content, what kind of content do you like doing the most on your OnlyFans? Is there something is there something that's more fun to do and maybe something that's like not as fun to do?
Yeah, so I have like a few videos that I make like pretty regularly. Like I do one that I call a squeeze test, where I just like squeeze my boobs in lots of different positions to show how firm they are, because like people are always asking how hard overfilled saline implants are. And then there's one I do every year. I'm still waiting for that snowstorm, where I just like go outside in my backyard and roll around in the snow.
Like a nice bath.
Yeah. And then I do a lot of titty fucking videos with my spouse. That's always a major seller.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and those are, you like doing those, obviously.
Yeah.
They're pretty, like, self-explaining. Is there something that maybe you don't like to do? What's the most boring thing about the content?
The most boring part is all the administrative stuff. So like I'm on many vids, OnlyFans, and Fansly, and like I still have my Free Cams account. So if I'm being good, I have to upload all of my videos to all 4 platforms, which just takes for fucking ever. It's the worst. And then staying on top of like when people order custom content, I had a really busy semester, so I just got so behind in like messages and custom content, and like people buy panties, so shipping out panties, it was just so hard to stay on top of everything. So like the administrative stuff is the worst part of this job.
Yeah. So how much would be like a panty you would sell?
I sell panties for $100, and then if you want like a custom video of me wearing them or like masturbating in them, it's like $250.
Hey, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Was there a Black Friday sale or no?
I do, but I took statistics this semester, and I am not a math girly, so I just like I just had my regular sale on the page. I didn't do any video sales or anything because I just couldn't, like, this statistics is awful. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
What are you in school for?
Psychology major. I finished my associate's degree this winter semester, and then I start my bachelor's degree in fall.
So, is your goal eventually to get like not that OnlyFans isn't a real job, but like a job in that field? And then would you stop like doing content and stuff, do you think?
I don't think I'm ever going to stop doing content, but I might stop doing paid content. I really want to be a foster mom, and you can't do that if you are an adult worker. So I will still have like a sexy Twitter and a sexy Instagram, but like it would be like private in my private life, and then my life would be being a mom.
Yeah, just for fun, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
That stuff, yeah. Because that's probably why you started doing all that stuff too, is because it was fun to do, and then turned out you could make money, Kind of like us with bodybuilding. I didn't start bodybuilding because I wanted to make money. I started bodybuilding because I like it.
Right.
So I guess you can do custom stuff, right? So in the DMs, is there what are some of the weirdest requests you've had, and you can say if you've done them or not?
Yeah. So lots of guys ask for pee content. I don't personally do that. I have nothing against water sports. I just don't do that. But I got 2 really interesting custom requests last year, one of which a guy asked me to make a very specific ham and turkey sandwich and then eat it topless while moaning. But like he told me how to make the sandwich. He's like, I want you to make the sandwich like this. And then the other one was like a shaving vid, but the guy was like, and then at the end, cover your entire body in shaving cream. And then I get a lot of requests for like make my ex-girlfriend jealous of how hot you are videos.
Oh, really?
Like that kind of role play is very popular.
Oh.
What's like the most money that you've made from one of those requests?
For a custom, I think the most expensive custom I've sold was $750.
Was it a sandwich?
No, it wasn't the sandwich one. I chart the more intricate the boy girl videos get is the more expensive, because like if they want like multiple angles and like over 10 minutes, like just the longer videos that are more complicated to shoot get more expensive.
With your spouse, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But with the sandwich, how I'm just thinking about the sandwich for some reason. Was it like, oh, it has to be cut in a triangle shape? It has to be like the lettuce first. Was it like that?
Yeah. He was like, I want it to. I don't remember what he said, but he like told me everything on the sandwich and what order to put it in. And I don't think he told me how to cut it, but he was like, it has to be this specific sandwich. And I was like, well, I don't like tomato. Can I take the tomato off?
He was like,
okay with that.
Can you give me a deal for that then?
Right.
Yeah. What if I pay $800? You eat
right.
Tomato?
Oh my God. I'll eat a tomato for $800. I'll do that.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty interesting. I wonder why you wanted that. I'm so curious.
That's why I'm like, where
things.
did that fetish come from?
Did he answer you?
No, I didn't ask. Although there's a guy who's famous on my free cams. I don't know if he's still on there because I haven't cammed in years, but he was called the cheese slice guy. And he would take girls private, which a private is like you're just one-on-one with the girl in the chat room. And he would have the girls throw cheese slices on them. Like on themselves.
On themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was his thing. He wanted to see girls covered in cheese slices.
Yeah, I wonder where it comes from.
I know. Where does that come from?
I know there's like a lot of requests that girls will cover themselves with like food and stuff. There's a name for it. I forgot the name. So I was just really curious about all these things. Where did they come from? Why is it like, even like foot fetishes? I heard it's like, if you're a baby, you're crawling, the first thing you see is like your mom's feet or something, or their feet. So it's something in the brain.
I heard that genitals and feet are like right next to each other in the brain. So it just gets crossed over very commonly that your sexual attraction goes to feet instead of genitals.
Oh, so people who are attracted to feet are not, they might not be even attracted to genitals.
Well, I don't know. That's what I heard. And like neural pathways in the brain are very strong. So like, I don't know.
And what I've noticed too is it's mostly guys who will have more deviant stuff. And I think testosterone is related to that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like there's a lot of women that go on testosterone for like migraines as a common treatment for migraines. And they get like wild fetishes from that.
Yeah, because of menopause, you mean, or
no? Like they just get migraines and like very low dose testosterone is a treatment for migraines.
Do you have any girls that do requests online, or it's mostly guys?
I've had women ask for videos. Like I've had people ask for like teach me how to masturbate videos. Because like a lot of girls grow up very sheltered and they don't know how to use sex toys. So they want someone to show them how to use them. So that's not common, but I've gotten it a couple times.
How was your would you say you were sheltered too as a kid, or you want to talk about like if you were religious, or is it more like laid back, progressive?
So I was raised atheist. My parents were both non-religious growing up. We still celebrated all the Christian holidays because like my grandparents were Christian and Catholic. So like we did Easter and Christmas and everything. But like in our household, we never went to church. We never talked about God. Like it was very confusing to me going to public school and seeing what a big deal it was to everyone else. Cause like didn't know anything about it. So my family is very progressive. So I wouldn't say they're like very sexually open. Like I could ask any questions about sex, but it's not like either of my parents were like sexually adventurous to my knowledge. So it's not like they were talking to me about Wild Now, but I had unrestricted access to the internet as a teenager, so I found everything that I wanted to find out about.
That's what happens for us, you know?
Yeah.
Because Morgan, you're 31 now too? 32?
32. Yeah.
32 also? Yeah, I'm 37. So I remember when I was 9 years old, when I was access to the internet, I saw a lot of stuff that I was so confused about. Like, well, what is
Right.
that? Because back then you would like click on a picture, it would like upload like very slowly because of the dial up. And then I was like, it was a big picture of like private parts. And I
Right.
was like, what is that? And then my mom was like, came back from school. I clicked and I felt bad. And I kind of like hid and I was like, I
Yeah.
felt sick to my stomach.
My parents also, they got me The Sims like right when it came out,
The
which
game, yeah.
like is a
Yeah.
game that you can just have sex in, and you have to have sex in order to have babies. So like obviously I knew sex is how you made babies, but like being 9 years old, 8 years old, it came out in 2000, so I was either 8 or 9. Like being in control of like these adult characters having sex was like I think that's
Yeah.
a little much for an 8 or 9-year-old.
I know. It's yeah. I wonder what the rating of the game was.
It's M. It's rated M. But like
Oh,
my
that's
parents didn't know what that meant.
yeah.
They don't like it.
Yeah.
It looks very bright and colorful on the packaging. So like,
Yeah,
why would you even worry about it?
I
it looks
didn't
terrible.
even realize that about The Sims. That's crazy. I'm already
It
thinking
might
about
be rated. The original Sims might be rated T.
okay.
I don't know.
Man, I had like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas when I
Yeah,
was
exactly.
like 10 or 11, and like you can bang hookers in that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, what games do you like to play actually on Twitch?
So I play a lot of adventure games with my friends. I've got like a group of friends that we played through Elden Ring together. We just played through Monster Hunter World. We're working our way through Monster Hunter Rise. We tried a lot of like early access open world adventure games like Enshrouded. But I also play a lot of farming sims. I really like a farming sim. So like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley. And then I like Nintendo games. I grew up on Nintendo consoles, so
Yeah.
I play a lot of Nintendo games.
Yeah, I like that too. Elden Ring was so hard.
Yeah.
I was playing that and then I just because it's not linear, right? There's not a linear path to the
Right.
quest. It's like where the frick do I go? And then you die, then you have to go there, you have to go back, gather your soul little things you lose when you die. I'm like, that was a tough game. It's really cool though, but
Yeah.
it was really hard for me.
So we played through the whole thing with an Elden Ring seamless co-op mod. So like all 4 of us could play together, and like there was a group of 6 of us if everyone was available. So like it was
Easier.
it was both more challenging and easier. Like they scale up the bosses to have
Oh,
more health and hit harder in the multiplayer mod, but also like because there's multiple of us, I could sit back and do ranged magic through the whole game while everyone else was like an up close fighter or a tank or a, support, whatever. So it was like kind of more like an RPG than a open world adventure.
yeah. No, the only thing I didn't like about it is actually if you play solo, at some point you have to play co-op to go
Yeah.
through some levels. Yeah, there's a little golden thing you have to make the guy appear.
Yep.
And that was like, I didn't want to do that. Sometimes I just want to play a good campaign story and just,
Right.
because most of my friends like Regan plays what's the game he plays?
Apex, yeah.
Apex Legends. Yeah, he plays that a lot. So I never tried. I could play Warzone, but I feel like if I just play once in a while, everybody will just
Be
because
so
people,
much better. Yeah.
yeah, people are so good. So I've been playing
Mhm.
like a Doom 2 mods, which is like you play the old Doom 2 on the computer, then you just add like different maps, different add-ons. Like the community will make modifications to the game. I'm gonna play that. So that's what I've been playing more lately. But anyways, so back to the more the OnlyFans stuff. Actually, is there any body restrictions, like things that are hard to do on the daily with your bigger than average breasts?
So bending over to tie my shoe, I have to kind of like hunch over to do it at this point.
We relate.
And then like laying on my stomach, I have to prop myself up. So like I can't get a massage. Like I can't lay down and get a massage. I have to be sitting in one of those chairs to get a back massage. Like I wanted to get a BBL, but the surgeon was literally like, I don't know how I would do surgery on you because you can't lay on your chest. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
You have to lay for like a week or something, right?
Well, yeah. So for recovery, you can't sit down for like a month, but for the actual surgery, you're supposed to be lying flat on a table.
They should make a table with holes.
Yeah. So there's this model, Lucifaria, I can never say her name right, but she just got her third BBL, and that's what they did. They cut out memory foam mattresses for her boobs. She has like about the same size as me, like 4,000. So they cut out memory foam mattresses for her to lay in so she could lay down flat for her surgery. I thought that was really cool.
That's a big it's pretty cool. That's a big surgery though. It's like, I don't know if they go in underneath the muscle, or they add, or it's just fat they transfer.
It's just fat transfer on top of the muscle. But I was really debating between butt implants and a BBL, because a BBL, like, your weight has to stay very consistent in order for the results to stay. And also, like, there's no knowing how your BBL is going to turn out. Like, they say you lose about 40% of the fat during healing, but like, it might be uneven how much fat you lose on each side. You might lose more than 40%. Like, there's just no way to know how a BBL is going to turn out. Obviously, a good surgeon can mitigate that as much as possible. But like with implants, you know exactly how they're going to turn out. So I was leaning more towards the implants. But that is under the muscle. And from everyone, I've talked to several models who've had it done, they say it's the worst thing they've ever done.
Yeah. When we were chatting on Instagram, you mentioned that you like bodybuilding too a little bit, but you didn't really have time to go back.
Yeah.
You could actually, if you train legs really hard it takes a while, but you can actually build like a good set of glutes doing that.
That's the goal. My spouse is a licensed personal trainer, so like, and we have a home gym. Like, I have no excuse to not be regular in the gym. It's just that, like, it's the last thing I want to do when I'm just hanging out at home, because like I'm so busy between school and OnlyFans and taking care of my pets and keeping up with friends and Twitch. Like when I finally have a chance to just sit down and just watch YouTube or read a book or just not do anything for a little bit, I don't want to interrupt that by going in the gym for an hour. But like, I have everything available at my house. I should just be doing it. But like, it's so hard to get consistent when you're not in the routine already.
I got an idea for you. You could stream it.
Yeah, no, we've talked about that. We have everything to connect cameras and microphones up to our gym. Like, we have all the extension cables and everything we need, and we have a monitor or TV in the gym that we could hook up as a monitor. But it's a lot to hook up.
No, for sure. We'll add another step to working out.
Yeah, exactly. And my spouse has to do all that stuff, so they're like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I saw you were married, with your spouse there. So how did you guys meet? And obviously he's supportive of the things you do.
Yeah,
I guess he's open-minded also. You want to talk about that a little bit?
So my spouse and I met when we were teenagers. We met at a local anime convention, and I instantly had the biggest crush on them, but they were not interested in like anyone at the time. So we texted for a few months after the convention, but they moved out of state. They moved down to Florida, and we just kind of fell out of talking. And then like life happened. I moved to California with an ex, a now ex, they were dating at the time, and it didn't work out. So I moved back to the Midwest, and I went to that same anime convention again because it was just like coming up. So I went because it's local. Why not? And I saw them and I was like, oh, it's them. And I saw they were watching me, like not like in a stalkery way, but just that they kept looking at me if we passed each other in the hallway or whatever. And I was like, do they know it's me? Like, do they recognize me? Because I looked very different than when I looked like when I was 15. I was 19 now. And eventually I was like, fuck it. And I just went up to them and I was just like, hey, how are you? As if like we knew each other, because I assumed they knew it was me. And then they were like, hi. Like, they didn't know it was me at all. And I'm like, it's me. And they were like, oh shit. And then we've just kind of hung out every day since then for the past almost 14 years.
When did you tell your spouse that you wanted to do like online stuff? I mean, at 19, you were already doing it, but
yeah. So we were dating when I started. I told them about what my girlfriend told me, and I asked them how they felt about it, and they were like, yeah, go for it. Like, whatever. I don't care. Like, both of us have a very casual relationship with sex. Like, sex can be very intimate. Like, when we have sex, obviously it's very intimate, but also, like, we have an open relationship and we just have sex with our friends. Like, we just, it can just be a thing you do with friends and when you're hanging out. So it was never, there's no jealousy, or there's no like, I don't want other people looking at your body, or like, I don't want other people to see you that way. That was just never part of the equation.
That's very interesting. So it's like not polyamorous, because you don't really love everybody.
Right. We call it ethical non-monogamy is how we label it.
Why ethical?
Because it's not cheating on each other. So unethical non-monogamy is cheating on each other.
Okay, ethical. Yeah. Imagine the guy comes like, hey, it's just ethical polyamory.
Yeah.
Like, like, just give me a break, honey. Okay, that's cool. So interesting. Morgan, you have any questions before? Because I want to do some people have questions that I got online, and I got some physiques to rate. So you got a question before that?
No. I had a few that came to mind when you guys were talking, but then I forgot.
Oh yeah, you're like me. You got some ADHD. Well, I'm gonna go through. I asked like some people of my followers if they had some questions, and some of them were interesting. Some of them were stupid. So this person said R&B lifts. I've got to tell their names because they're asking these questions. Your favorite kink or fetish? You don't have to answer that, or you can come up with something.
Size. Like, size is my favorite fetish. I like big things. I like big boobs. I like big penises. I like big butts. Like, I like over exaggerated portions is probably my favorite thing.
What about a big nose or a big toe?
I love a prominent nose, like a prominent ethnic nose. I love, like, if your nose shows history, I love that.
Shows history.
Yeah, like the history of your people,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I guess mine would be, I think, slave owner. God damn it. Right? I mean, I'm 3% indigenous, but that doesn't count if 97%
right
is the yeah. Anyways, we'll skip to the next. So this person, Manos Nanuris, asks age, height, and weight. So you're 32, but what's your height and weight?
I'm 5'4", and I think I'm like, without the boobs, I think I'm like 160 right now. So like with the boobs, I'm like 180 something.
So 10 pounds per boob.
Yeah, 10 pounds, almost 10 pounds each. They're about 10 pounds each.
Oh, I had a question. How many cc's are they?
4,350 right now.
Yeah, my girlfriend.
Each or for both of them?
Each.
Yep. Yeah, my girlfriend recently got a breast augmentation, and she got like 425 or something.
Yeah, my first breast augmentation, I got 650.
Okay, yeah. That was a question I had, actually. Like, how many breast augmentations did you have to get to where you are now?
Just 2. So I have implants that are called expanders. So like right here on my rib cage is a port. And like, I don't know if you know like what a diabetic port is, like how you can inject insulin through something that stays in your skin.
Yeah.
It's like the same as that, except you can inject saline directly into the implant, so I can make them bigger without having multiple surgeries. So I had my first surgery to get to 650, and that was with silicone implants. And then I had this surgery, and I went to 1,000 cc's with the expander saline shells.
Wow. So do you have to go somewhere to put more saline water into them?
Yeah, I go to a surgeon to do it.
Okay.
So how many times have you added to them?
I do really little fills, because like if you do more than 250, it's very sore, like, because obviously mine are under the muscle, so it's pushing on the muscle, which is it hurts. Like, it doesn't hurt like surgery, but it's still like, it's quite uncomfortable. So I like doing like 100 to 200 cc fills. So I do them frequently, and I do them a lot. So I probably like 20-ish at this point.
Okay,
Wow.
cool. And
So
you said that those implants are still under the muscle?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
so where's the muscle now?
Like here, like my pec is up here at this point.
That's a good shelf, upper chest shelf.
Yeah, like you can.
All the guys are working off of that.
I have a muscle thing going on right now. So this like pectoral muscle and the tendon right here is like really tight. So it's kind of pushing my implant down a little bit. So I have to get back in the gym and get it to relax because I haven't been able to do fills because of, I mean, I could do fills because of it, but then it would just push on the implant more. So I need to get back in the gym. But like I said, this semester has been crazy. Fuck statistics.
Yeah, maybe like even yoga for stretching and mobility and things like that.
Yeah.
So you do plan to continue to go bigger?
Yep.
Do you have a goal or a limit?
I have a goal. It's a secret number that only my
Okay.
OnlyFans subscribers get to know. But I will say I'm going near the limit of what my shells can handle. Cause like, why wouldn't I?
There's this streaming thing. Do you know about it? Where it's like you create your own crypto coin. Called, you know what that is?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And then there's people like, oh, at like the market cap 10K, I'm gonna do this. And this guy was like, I'm not getting off the toilet until I reach 1 million market cap. The guy's been there for 3 days on the toilet.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like what's it called again? It's pump something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard that like the blowjob girl just did one.
Oh,
the Huck
no,
girl.
she did the coin, and then everybody who had the coin first kind of. But I'm talking about there's a website. People stream on it.
Oh, okay.
And every one of the people, they have their own little coin, and then they do like, oh, if I reach 20K of market cap, I'm gonna do this thing. But what happens is that it's almost like gambling. Let's say you put $1,000 into it, and then right before the 25 thing, you could like remove it.
Right.
You remove it, and then you can make money because it went up. But what happens?
1 second.
Yeah.
What's up? Recorded. Oh yeah. Sorry. I forgot to tell my spouse that we had started, so they didn't even know I was in here.
Oh, well, sorry about that.
No, it's fine. They just wanted to make sure that they wouldn't be like interrupting if they walked through the background or whatever.
Oh, okay, it's fine. We don't even have to edit that. What was I saying? So they pull out their investment, so they pull the rug pretty much, and then they make money. But people who pull too late, so it's like it goes like so
gambling.
crazy. Yeah, so it's like you're gambling with the streamer, and then they probably have like people who are into it too, watching, and they know what she's gonna do. So I'm gonna remove my bra 25K, for example. They're right at 24. Everybody pulls out, and then
that's what the Hawk 2 girl did.
Yeah.
No, but she wasn't streaming. It was just a coin. But I think she wasn't not even aware of that. She just had a team, and her team or people who helped her out already had coins going in that they got for free. Everybody bought. Everybody who got their coins for free pulled out, and they made like thousands. But she might get into trouble for that.
Yeah, I saw people are like trying to bring a class action lawsuit against her for it. So, I mean, I really like the idea of crypto because like money already isn't actually backed by any real currency at this point. So like, why not just have all digital stuff? But like, it's so like it's just it's risky. People can just pull out anytime, and you can just lose all of your investment.
The Bitcoin is the only one that kind of makes sense to me.
I have a few friends that got in early on Bitcoin, and they're just like set now. And I'm just like, man, happy for you.
They're chilling. Yeah. Happy for you. Not jealous at all.
Yeah, good. It's great.
Yeah. So this question here by Chris Poe Athletics. And I know a lot of guys or girls thought about this question too and never really dared to ask, but does your implants help you float or do they actually sink when you're in the pool?
So saline is about equal density with water. So like they kind of stay suspended in water, so it doesn't float really or sink. It's like it just kind of stays buoyant in water, but doesn't like float on the surface. So like neither. Like so they don't help me float, but they're also not. I mean, they're heavy, so they weigh me down. But like, it's not like they're hard to stay afloat in water.
would a kind of like silicone float if somebody had silicone?
I think silicone is more dense than water, so I think silicone actually sinks.
Sink. That's not good.
Yeah.
All right.
But like the biggest silicone implant you can get is 800 cc's, which is like 1 pound. So, or like maybe 2 pounds. So like it's not a lot of weight.
But you can't max them out to like.
No, silicone implants, they are the size they are. They don't get bigger.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't know that. You can go to the surgeon, get an appointment, fill them up.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then you can remove the water too if you want.
Yes, I've done that. So I used to try and do bigger fills because like it's more cost effective to do less big fill trips than more small fill trips. And I tried to get to 400 once, and like I got to like 375, and I was like, no, fuck this. And she's like, I can take a little out. So I went back down to 350 for the fill, and it still hurt, but it was at least better. But like 25 cc's of liquid is like not even a fourth of a cup. So like it really didn't make that much of a difference other than like the placebo effect making me think it made a difference, but it was helpful.
Yeah. All right. Last question is by R and B Lifts again. He asked it in a way that I'm not going to ask it, but what are the spots on your body that is not tattooed right now?
So my chest is not tattooed. Like my clavicle area is tattooed, but my boobs are not tattooed. I have one open butt cheek. I've got the back of one thigh. Most of my left calf is open, except for like something on the side and a little thing on the back. The palms of my hands and the soles of my feet. I'm getting my ears tattooed soon.
Really?
Yeah.
The whole ear, like all of it?
I wanted to black out my ear, but my artist was like, no, that's going to look like necrosis. And I'm like, oh, I think it looks cool. So I'm just going to do some like heavy metal gothic designs on them.
Sick. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on your forehead is actually the, like Jesus, I guess.
Yeah. Crown of thorns.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I love religious imagery. Like, my grandparents are Catholic and Christian, so I grew up like seeing a lot of religious imagery, just like not having any personal ties to it. And like Catholicism specifically, I think is so beautiful, like the stained glass and the saints and the angels.
Like, I grew up the same way. Like I'm not like very religious now, but back when I grew up, I used to think the same thing. Like I go to church like every Sunday.
Yeah.
And just look at all the artwork and like stuff.
It's
like
beautiful.
The art on the ceiling. I'm like, man, this is like dope. Like, that's always distract me and like keep me occupied when I was there for an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal too. If you look around, they have all the steps of the crucifixion and all this stuff, and then he gets stabbed with the spear. I'm like, holy moly! I'm 8 years old.
I want to get some coffin nail tattoos too, because like the coffin nails is such a cool image.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, the coffin nails, not on the wrists and the ankles.
No,
that would be too much, right?
Yeah.
Frank has some coffin nails.
Frank?
Yeah, Frank does. Yeah.
Where?
I think they all got that tattooed for Wrath.
Oh, like really?
The people got the coffin nail tattoo. Yeah.
Okay, let me just open this up here. You guys see this?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna switch up to gallery. Is that what it is? There we go. So here we have Morgan James, not Morgan here. And what we're going to do now, Charlotte, is just we're going to rate their physiques. We do that sometimes. People submit and we critique them. So you're going to be part of that today. So this guy here is on stage. And Morgan, you commented here. See that? Morgan, awesome look. So you want to start, Morgan, with the physique critique?
Yeah, I know Morgan. Ironically enough, my first and middle name are Morgan James. So he gets bonus points for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has a really good like all around physique right now. Like he's really proportionate. You know, he's just in a situation where he's a bigger guy, he's a taller guy. He just needs to put on more size everywhere. But I mean, obviously at this show, like excellent condition, good development everywhere. Like arms look good. I would say biceps maybe out proportion the triceps a little bit. You know, he has good lats, nice small waist, really big, thick legs, good lines. I'm pretty sure this guy wants to keep pursuing bodybuilding and like take it to the next level. So it's just if he keeps adding size to his physique, he can be he'll just keep getting better. He's already really good.
Yeah, Charlotte, what do you think about this physique?
So I love like the super exaggerated V-shaped body. I think that looks really nice. And his legs are so defined. Like you can see every single muscle in his legs, which is like damn.
Yeah,
Uh
Yeah.
but
yeah.
yeah, I think he looks great. I don't know like the names of muscles or anything. So I'm sorry, but
No, I don't know half of them either. All the
yeah.
scientific name, I don't know either. I know quads,
Yeah.
but there's like 4 of them in there. I can't name them. So that's good. So let's go to the next. This is a DEG lifting. So a little bit less cut than the last. Morgan, you want to start?
Yeah, I mean this guy looks good. It's a little hard to judge off like a selfie, but looks like he got some good chest thickness going. Condition's pretty good. See some abs there. Nice delts, nice biceps. Yeah, I mean, seems like he has a good physique.
Yeah, Charlotte.
His arms are so thick. Like you can tell he spends a lot of time on his arms. His chest is like also uh it's very nicely shaped, and I think his abs are coming along nicely. It looks like he could cut more. Is that what you guys call it?
Yeah, yeah, you
Like it
could
looks
cut
like he
more.
could get his body fat percentage down a little bit, but other than that, he looks really good.
Awesome. Next one. Here
See,
we have.
why aren't you critiquing any?
Oh, because I could if you want. I'll keep it short. I think yeah, a little bit leaner if that's his goal, and probably a little bit more tricep, maybe the upper chest. But I think overall he's on his way up. But this would not be like competitive on the stage, I think, for now. But he's on his way up. So here we have John Thick, bunch of C's, and that's another stage shot. And I can start with this one here. I think maybe the elbow should be up a little bit just for the posing. I think the structure of the first guy we saw was a little bit better, but this guy could probably need a little bit more lats and chest, maybe a little bit more of the tricep and the calves. But the quads are pretty good. They're pretty good sweep on there. So I think it just needs to work on these body parts. Morgan?
Yeah, I agree. I think the quads are thick. I think this pose would just look better if his elbows were higher. You know what I mean? I think that would just make the shape look better. Lats are there. Everything's there. Just a bit more size. Biceps are great. A little bit more triceps.
Yeah. Charlotte?
His, like you said, his chest looks a little like everything else is so developed that his chest looks a little small. And then he doesn't have as defined of abs, so like it's not giving like the full V shape that I like, but it's still very exaggerated, so it's nice.
Yeah, I think you would say that it needs more chest, obviously, right?
I think everyone could use a little more chest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's facts.
Yeah, this guy, Nick Brass from Montreal, he's very good. The
Yeah.
arms are pretty big. They look almost like swolled up, like
Legs are crazy.
legs
Yeah,
are
the
crazy.
legs are nuts.
Yeah, legs are crazy. A little bit, the waist is not as narrow as some of the other competitors, I'm sure, and the lats are not popping as much. So I think you should work on that V taper that Charlotte likes so much.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, condition is really good.
I see what you guys mean about the elbows up. This does look much nicer
Yeah.
than the last picture.
Yeah, it makes the physique flow a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, just more lats, Nick, man. You get the lats up, you're like more thickness, get those lats hanging down. Going to create that V shape because your legs are unreal, which is creating great shape for your waist. But then, as you continue to like look up in your physique, obviously the V shape isn't pronounced as you'd like it just because of the lats. So two back days a week for you, bro.
Yeah. Thailand lifts. That's more of a maybe like moody shot in the mirror.
It's like a very 2009 Instagram shot.
Yeah, with like a sepia filter at like 33% or something.
Yeah.
But to me it looks really good. It's more like an athletic shape. And if this guy's goal is to like do bodybuilding, maybe classic physique, which is a smaller size category, could be a good way to start. Yeah, but he's got the aesthetics though. Like this guy probably like is doing well online. This is what like most kids want to look like, honestly.
Yeah.
So he's on his way to be a good competitor if he wants, and if not, he already looks really good.
I was gonna say this is like the Marvel superhero body. Like this is like when you see a guy at the beach that you're like, damn, how is his body like that? Like that's that body.
Yeah, Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan, you want to talk about that?
I don't. I think saying. I mean, I guess saying it's a Marvel physique. I was going to kind of question that for a second, but the Marvel today is definitely more of like a streamlined aesthetic physique as opposed to like crazy big muscle. Because I remember superheroes back like when we were growing
Right.
up, they were a lot more like exaggerated muscle, and like that's what I wanted to look like, and that's
Mhm.
why I'm 340 pounds now. But yeah, I think this guy's a good physique. I would bet my bottom dollar he's a classic physique guy.
Yeah, maybe. I forgot.
Just the pose and the moody. This is like a typical classic physique, like
Mhm.
type of
Yeah, with the dad hat
thing to do.
and the high socks.
Yeah,
He's got it down.
I love a white high sock. Like a white high sock with a black sneaker is like, I love that.
You could ask him how much he's selling them for if you want.
How do you feel about when guys tuck their pants into their socks?
I really like the like cuffed ankle sweatpants. So like I like when you can see the sock under the cuffed ankle sweatpant, but I don't know about tucking your pants into the socks. That might be a little too much.
Unless you got really cool socks, right?
Yeah. If you got really cool socks, then.
If you must show off the socks. Then.
Yeah. Alexis Lalonde, smaller guy. I think he does men's physique, which is more like the beach body we're talking about more. And I think he probably needs more muscle overall, but for what he does, I think maybe more chest, because I think what his goal is to have like a V taper and to have like a bigger arms, shoulders, and chest, but keep the waist super tight. You see his waist is like very small, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say it's like a swimmer's body, but a bodybuilder swimmer's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimmer builder.
I mean, I think the lower chest is pretty good. Maybe he just needs to thicken up the upper chest.
Upper chest. Maybe it's the pose too.
A little bit more delts, but I mean, he's definitely has a good physique for men's physique because it's all about the V taper and.
For me, what throws me off is just more traps, but that's because I'm a bodybuilder. I wish he had more traps. So maybe it's the angle, maybe it's the pose, but I feel like there's too much neck and not enough trap.
You know what?
Is that muscle that like is here? Yeah. His neck does look thin compared to his upper body.
Yeah, it might be the angle though. But Alexis, maybe do some traps. Other than that, they're looking pretty good.
But do men's physique guys want big traps?
So what about this guy, Charlotte?
Oh, he's built.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's built like a tank.
Yeah, so what do you have to say? Like, does he lack anything or?
I love his proportions. Like everything is so big and then his waist is so small.
There you go.
Thanks, Charlotte.
For Morgan, that's Morgan.
Nice tattoos also.
That's my friend Morgan right here.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Thank you for the compliments.
Yeah, I was hoping she would say like, ew.
Yeah. Way too big. This guy, what is this guy?
No, like I said, exaggerated proportions is my favorite thing. Like I like even it can be either way too, like really, really small or really, really big. I just love an like the supermodel look. I'm also very into that. I love either way exaggerated proportions.
You want to have like an effect.
Yeah, I want, when I look at your body, I want to be like, wow, how is your body like that?
Yeah, how is it possible?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, lots of years for Morgan and lots of food, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, on to the next. Morgan, I like your physique. I see it I used to see it every day, so I'm used to it. But Morgan is actually 340 pounds on this picture. And to have abs at that weight,
yeah,
I think there's only a handful of people in the world that has that. So obviously we'll see in the 2025 contest season when he starts dieting. I think
let's go.
I think the Olympia stage is a question of time. What do you think? Right?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see.
That's the goal.
That's
the goal.
All right. This is classic physique. This is more aesthetic.
Yeah.
And really good lines, tight abs. I think the first thing I see for me is maybe a little bit more legs, but you guys can add to that.
He's like his muscles are so defined. It reminds me of like classic 90s bodybuilders.
Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
That's what it is for. They want to have the golden age classic physique look.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know Rowan. He's from the East Coast. He's East Coast guy. Got his classic pro card maybe a year or two ago, and then I think he took a long off season. He's getting ready to compete as a pro soon. So he's got some size on now compared to this picture.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw his pictures. He looks off season a little bit.
Yeah. He does, but he works hard. He's going to have a good year.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, next guy. So this guy,
Oh my god.
he has good abs.
He does have good abs.
Maybe he needs more a little bit of upper chest.
Yeah. Could definitely work on his chest and his arms.
Yeah. His arms could be bigger. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good
those
smile
arms.
though. Good
Good
smile. I've heard.
smile.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
people
I mean,
really
that's
love his
that
smile.
Princeton smile. So
Yeah. So
Me and Greg Doucette were talking about this guy, you know, because Greg did a natty or not on him.
really.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no.
I love that subreddit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did, and I asked Greg, I was like, Greg, do you think if this guy was on trend, it could have influenced his decision
Oh my
to
god.
assassinate? And Greg wrote me this big message, like, yeah, absolutely, like, you know,
Oh, he was serious. That's funny.
yeah. But
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe
One
this
thing
guy
that
dabbled.
Yeah, one thing that confuses me about this is that this guy is supposed to be really smart, eluded the police, but then was found in another state with the weapon, the suppressor, a manifesto, the fake ID he used in the with his laptop in a McDonald's, just chilling.
Well, that's what I'm like. It's either a plant and he's not the actual guy, or he wanted to get caught so that he could go to trial and say what he wants to say.
Oh,
But he pleaded not guilty. His lawyer, he has like a good lawyer. His lawyer came out today
Mm.
and was like, he's not guilty of anything. They don't have any evidence
I
against
didn't
him.
know that.
Yeah, so he's pleading non guilty.
That's crazy. All right, we're gonna do one more thing because now we rated a lot of
Dudes.
a lot of dudes. So now we're gonna rate. Actually, one sec. Okay, more in the childless category. There we go. All right, now we're gonna rate the boobs.
So that looks like a classic, like late 90s to early 2000 boob job, like very natural but very big. So this was like what my first boob job looked like. Like everyone was shocked when I said I had a boob job. They were like, I thought they were natural. They look so real. So like I feel like that's definitely a look that a lot of people go for, is that like, are they fake? Are they real? Like you don't want people to know. You want people to just be like, wow, she was just born with really nice boobs.
Keep him guessing.
Yeah.
Keep him confused. Keep him guessing. All right, Morgan, you want to rate or you want to let the pro do its talk?
I think I'll just let the expert handle this.
Yeah. So, all right, this one here.
I think Tyra is natural. I'm pretty sure. Because Tyra's boobs change drastically depending on her weight. So I think Tyra is natural, and she's just like, she's got some pretty big boobs naturally. I think they look great. I love that shape. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah. Now to the next. These are not stars, just images I found
Yeah.
of different creators.
Again, that's like, I'm leaning towards boob job because like they're so round and like round on the bottom, but I have seen girls with natural boobs that big, so like it could be either way on her too. But again, just a really nice shape. Actually, there's a little bit of top roundness, so I'm leaning more towards implants now, because like that top roundness is usually like a telltale sign of an implant.
Yeah, because if that wasn't an implant, that would be the craziest genetic. Because
yeah,
the
that would be
waist is
crazy
small,
genetics. But I've
you know?
seen it. Like I've seen girls that I know don't have implants that have perfectly round, big boobs, and I'm just like, damn, I paid like $10,000 for mine. So
Yeah. Well. All right. This one here.
I can't tell if she has like a lot of natural sag or if that's just her hair down her cleavage. But she doesn't really have that top fullness, so I would lean more likely that it could be natural on her.
Yeah,
But they still look really nice.
Yeah,
like I can imagine those would look really nice in a push-up bra.
She looks like, you know, when you were young, you had that cool aunt.
Yeah.
You know, your friend had a cool aunt that was kind of sexy.
Yeah.
That's probably that girl there.
Yeah.
The cool aunt.
Oh, damn. She looks nice. I like that. Man, what is she? What size is she at? That's nice.
I don't know.
Her hips are really nice too.
Yeah, I didn't message her, so I just say it's because there was a thing you posted that like if you're an OnlyFans creator post, so I just went on there.
Oh yeah.
And found people's picture because I probably didn't mind like being shared. So yeah, so I don't know. These obviously are. I don't think they're real.
No.
No.
Yeah.
They're protruding pretty good.
They look really soft though, which like she must have a lot of natural tissue on top for them to look that soft.
What if you had an implant that was big but didn't fill it up all the way or something?
So the largest size shell they used to make was 2000 cc's, but they don't make them anymore.
Oh,
Europe banned them. They are not allowed anymore.
banned.
But the European shell, the 1000 cc shell, does fit more than the US 1000 cc shell. So like I don't know if those would stay squishier longer. But even when I was at 1000 cc's, like right when I got my implants, they weren't like now they're like resistance, but like back then they were like you could get a good amount of squish in them.
Gotcha. Because people like to know about the squish for some reason,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, it's all about the squish, boys. This one here.
Oh, she's cute. She's really cute. She's got a very like naughty girl next door thing going on.
Yeah, well, she is in a small swimwear doing a
Yeah.
picture, so she must be a little bit not, you know what I mean. So, want to rate the boobies on this one, or
Oh, they're like, again, they're that like, is she really naturally well endowed, or are those implants? I love that look. Like
I think at the
before I
top
knew,
here, see that?
yeah, that top
Yeah,
roundness is usually the dead giveaway. But
yeah.
like before I knew about extra large implants, that's the look I was going for. That like
Oh.
that just like perfect chest that you're not 100% sure if it's hers or not.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. This one here.
The top is very concealing. You can't really see what's going on, but she's got a nice top roundness on the one that's showing. So it's nice.
Yeah, and I think she has a good amount of pretty good muscle here. Like she's
Yeah.
probably working out a little bit, but after all seeing all these other one, it seems like it's a little bit like on the smaller side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good also.
Still probably a
like,
solid C cup, which is not bad.
yeah. This one here.
Oh, I love a muscle mommy. Like I'm not going to make it my New Year's resolution because no one sticks to New Year's resolutions, but I really want to be able to do a pull-up by the end of 2025. I have no upper body strength. So like, I really want to be able to do a pull-up, and like, she looks like she could pull me up, and I love that.
Yeah, she's very muscular, and I don't think she cares
She's
about
gorgeous.
having breasts. She cares about having a big chest.
Yeah.
and being powerful and strong. Yeah, I think she's from China. I don't-
225 for like sets of 50.
Yeah, I think she probably benches for at least one time, right?
Yeah,
If your arms are short, she can bench probably near 200 pounds.
yeah,
for
and she's
sure.
probably like 5'1", this girl.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I like the traps too. See the traps I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This girl has more traps than Alexis earlier. Yeah.
Poor Alexis.
All right, and then you know this girl, right?
Oh, mommy, I love her.
I've
Yeah,
actually
she
met
is-
her.
So
Yeah.
I was talking to my spouse about it, and like we talk boob drama when we hang out, and about like
Boob
what
drama?
like what girls are up to what and what's going on, because like in our community there are girls who do it the right way, like Foxy and myself, and then there are girls who just try to get as much size as possible as quickly as they can, and they end up hurting themselves or getting an infection or doing something stupid. So we just talk about it. We keep up to date with what everyone's doing, because Foxy is kind of like the unofficial mother of the extra large implant community. She is the only one in this country that is that size. She is the only one in this country that will ever be that size. So she's kind of like the unofficial mom of the extra large implant community.
Does she have the pump in the back, like the outlet?
So hers, she has the European shells before they got banned, obviously, and her ports are up on top.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never noticed it because I saw her in person.
Well, yeah, they're like built into the implants. You can't see them.
Oh, so you have to make an incision.
No, you just poke a needle through.
Oh, just a needle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
I thought it was a USB port in my head.
No, I wish. Oh my god, because like that's so when you do it, like you can use a magnet to find the metal backing for the port, but like even doing that, sometimes they miss and the needle goes just like into your skin instead of into the port.
Oh.
And saline, when you inject it, really stings if it's not going into a blood vessel or into your implant. So then they have to like massage around the port for a couple minutes to make the stinging go away. It's like the worst
man.
part. Like I hate the putting the needle in part of fills. It's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to poke the wrong thing, and then you know. All right, so I guess that's the queen of the big boobies, right? So
Yeah.
far in America, I met her like Morgan. I saw her in person, and I made her like, try the chest press. It was so funny because the range of motion, she would like just go down 2 inches and she would touch her chest. It was so crazy. I don't know if you ever saw that video I posted
Was
of
she at
that.
the Arnold?
Yeah, she was at the
Yeah, I
Arnold.
saw her there. Yeah,
Yeah, I met her there.
Yeah. She does a
Yeah,
lot of events. It's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah. People are
yeah,
just
she was popular. Yeah, I'll tell you
mesmerized.
that.
People are so like, whoa, what is that?
Hmm.
Which is, I guess, what you want, right? You know, you want
Yeah,
to,
that's the goal.
yeah, exactly. All right, the next one here.
Oh my gosh, this girl tried to say it was real. She was like, "No, I got 3 boobs as a boob job and it's not a prosthetic." The internet blew up at this picture. They were like, "What the fuck?" But
I
I
know.
want to know, where did she get that bikini top, or did she make it? Like, where did it come from?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Let's say you have a bikini. It's a little string at the bottom, right? And then
Yeah.
you kind of slide the triangle in it. You could slide. You could buy 2 of the same
Slide
bikini.
another one on
You
it.
slide another
Yeah.
one, and then you put the string on top. It's pretty easy, I find.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I would do. But
Yeah.
yeah. So it's been a hoax, though. So
Yeah.
it's not real. So 0 out of 10. It wasn't real.
I
You
think
know,
I think it's interesting. Like, I think
it
it's
is interesting.
fun.
Because because I wanted to find a 3 boobed girl for the pictures, and I wrote Total Recall 3 boob girl. Remember the movie Total Recall
I don't think I've seen that one.
with
I mean,
Arnold back in
maybe.
the
The
days?
name sounds familiar.
Yeah, so it's with Arnold back in the days, and then there's a scene where he goes in a club, and then this girl just like flashes him, and she has three boobs. So she's supposed to be an
Mm,
alien on an alien planet.
yeah.
And I remember as a kid, I was like, "Whoa, what is that?" Morgan, you never seen that scene?
I can't remember it, man. I saw that movie when I was young.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
all right, and the next one is she called herself the Queen of the Uniboob.
Oh my gosh, Mary. Yeah, Mary is one of those girls that like pick a lane. Like, I love Mary. Whatever she wants to do, I'm for. Like, her recent like blackout tattoos, I think look so good. She just got a new face tattoo, which is so good. But she
She
had
blew
the issue with her boob, and then she
Yeah.
downsized, and now she wants to upsize again. And it's just like that's got to be so much on her body.
Does
But
she
like,
still have the uniboob? Because she
no,
calls herself
she has like, I think 1500 cc implants right now.
on both sides.
Yeah, on both sides. She got them redone.
Because I want to find like different type of like boobs for you to like comment,
Yeah.
right? And so when
I thought this was an era though. Like, the fact that she made so much content while she had her one deflated implant, like, it's really iconic. Like, it's crazy that she is so public.
yeah, she didn't care.
I don't know. Yeah. I thought it was just like, it's iconic. Like, Mary is an icon. Like, that's just she is also like one of the faces of the extra large implant community.
Okay, now last picture to rate the boobs.
Oh my gosh, the Try Guys trying on lingerie. I was a big Try Guy fan. I used to watch a lot.
Yeah, so he actually put boob contour on his chest to make the illusion of having like a fake boob, and I just thought it was funny. But yeah, I mean, men can have boobs too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, that was good. We did over an hour, so I think we're good. You might have to do some other things in your house right now, but we appreciate you coming on, honestly. And
yeah, thank you for having me.
yeah, so Instagram would be. Can you just say your Instagram again?
Just at Lotteoddities, like everywhere. Instagram, well, not Twitch, but everywhere else is at Lotteoddities.
Yeah, and then in your links, you got all the links to all your other social media content creation thing. But yeah, so thanks a lot.
Thank you.